A lot of people say, that Meghan Markle has something of a sting in the tail. Oh yes, a busy bee is Meghan, of course, pushing mostly people around to make sure that she grabs the microphone, as we all know. But what's fascinating about Meghan Markle is really her sort of inept aptitude in how she's sort of marketed her brand, the one I'm talking about via Netflix, as ever. I mean, you couldn't get a worse launch, but as I've often said here on the show, chums, I never understand how you could make such an absolute kerfuffle of it all and basically have the very best opportunities, the ones where people go, you know what, this is terrific, everything will take it, well, fly off. Now, there's one person that's, done this without much fuss, and this is causing a lot of consternation behind the scenes of that Montecito mansion. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good to see you, chums. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for your lovely comments regarding sweets, that I mentioned a while back now. It's funny, isn't it? What's the thing that we all remember? Over here, I remember when Starburst was April fruits. Do you remember that? Sorry, we'll have a wave. Nice to see you. Welcome, one and all. And I always still call them that. And now it's Snickers, but I remember them as Marathon. Do you remember that? What was the sweet that they've now renamed that you think, you just still call it by the same thing? It doesn't matter what they do. Consequently, you just go in and think, I'll have a Marathon. And of course, none of them taste the same. They've all shrunk, haven't they? A Mars bar, the fun size Mars bars, you'd be hard to pick that now, wouldn't it? Be like a slice of it, a few crumbs in a packet. I mean, even the main Mars bars are fun size, isn't it? I mean, who are they kidding? And yet you're not supposed to notice. It's a little bit like this that a lot of people who are working for Beckham Markle, tenuous link again coming up, chums, that they don't want you to notice, right? And this is because, well, as you can imagine, it's not going well in the land of branding. Meghan's branding, at least. You see, the problem that you've got for Meghan is that, well, clearly nobody's buying it, nobody's really interested in it, and there's been a lot of negative reviews. Now, I can't comment on that because, as I say, I like to remain impartial, but I wouldn't pay for the jam. You can imagine, I get my jam from Lidl, right? Very good quality there, I have to say, and I'm not an ambassador, I'm not being paid, and I'm not being paid to plug. But I like to share these things because it's nice and thick and absolutely tasty. So, you think, yeah, not bad. Now, would I pay all of that money for Meghan's jam? Truly not. Indeed, the honey, it would be the box that would put me off, actually. All that, it's sort of... almost caught myself there, but you know what I mean. All of that, where you think, oh, just open the thing, can't be bothered with all the jam and the pot and everything. You just know. Now, here's one person that's done a terrific job in making sure that his brand is becoming highlighted. The former international footballer, superstar David Beckham, who of course recently picked up a Sir, and now it is Sir David Beckham alongside Lady Victoria Beckham. Got to tell you, chums, I've been lucky enough to know them for a number of years now, and more importantly, they're her parents too. Nice people, and of course, just very friendly, very down to earth. The difference between Meghan and Victoria and David is one simple thing, really. They work hard at their branding. That's what I would say. They really put the effort in. And actually, I really do believe that David Beckham has found a passion with his honey and all of the other things that he does. I think that's what's really made him bond with His Majesty the King, if truth be known. Now, here's where this story gets really interesting because in many respects, you've got a lot of problems. If you're Meghan, as I told you a while back, their people thought that her branding would literally do this. Meghan and, of course, her team thought that the likes of Harrods, Harvey Nicks, Fortnum & Masons, all the glitter stores that really, I mean, as I've said to you before, if you can treat yourself to a jar of Fortnums, it is one of those things, it's very hard. I mean, they are expensive, but, it does taste of gooseberries or elderflower, and you think, yes, you can understand why people buy it. Now, what's interesting is, get this, Fortnums, and again I have to say allegedly, are showing interest sniffing around the honey of David Beckham. This could have all been Meghan Markle's domain. This could have literally been her big selling point, particularly over here in the United Kingdom. As we know, they've got a great royal association. It was, of course, a brand that our late Queen absolutely favoured, and all started way back, of course, during the reign of Queen Victoria. as I told you on a previous video. And you see, the thing with David Beckham is simply this. Yes, he's sort of easygoing. People feel they know him, they know his backstory, and that will make, I believe, the interest factor, should he go down this particular route with this particular company, very successful. And Meghan Markle apparently is asking a team as to what's gone wrong with her branding and why aren't people sort of embracing what she's got to offer when others seemingly are doing better. The one big question you would say is its authenticity. You can see David Beckham with his mistakes, with his Instagram posts, with him making the jam, but you can see also he absolutely does enjoy it. And that's really what's coming through the screen. With Meghan, you get the feeling with her hair hanging down as she's stirring pots and pans in some fake kitchen somewhere in Montecito. It's all for show. And many suspect that's exactly why Fortnum's & Co. are simply not buying into it, as are not many others. Neil Sean in the very heart of the United Kingdom.